Oh, the camera. This is coffee from coffee makers in the Amazon.
From Mr. Coffee Maker.
It's from Mr. Coffee Maker.
I wanted to show you guys the setup real quick before I actually start this chopping up. Before we start chopping up, we got like this ornament.
Fish from I already used the Amazon joke, so I couldn't.
You couldn't think of anything other than the Amazon.
It's from the
Himalayas.
Himalayan rivers.
Rivers? Is that a thing? So like, there's a hole right here, so I couldn't put the camera there, and I was like, perfect. We'll just put a plate there, and then watch this. Look at this framing, guys. You ready? Oh, snap.
Now you know.
If you hadn't noticed by the random banter, this is a chopping it up.
Yes, it is.
About nothing.
About nothing.
Specifically, but I want to tell you guys where we are for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Some people don't know what the hell's going on.
So what's going on? I guess I could just steal your thunder, but what's going on?
Steal my thunder, bro.
So we're here. This is kind of how this all worked out. Do you want me to tell the story of how?
Do it, man.
Okay.
Tell that shit.
I've been talking. We both have been talking to Marissa Lace a lot for a long time. We've been friends, and today we finally decided, okay, we're gonna come up to LA and hang out with you specifically. That's why we're going up. Because we'd always come up and then like be like, oh, we're in LA. Do you want to maybe hang out? And then it just didn't work out.
So busy.
So we decided we're coming up to hang out with you. So recently, while that was happening, I just signed with a new company called Gamma Labs. G Fuel. And I was talking to them, and I know that they have an office in LA. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna be in LA. It would be cool to meet you guys, you know, if you're up there. And they're like, yeah, man, you should come up and stay in the beach house. And we were just like, okay.
Beach house, huh?
Oh, absolutely.
Let me think about that.
Yeah. So that's how this happened, and I feel incredibly lucky to be here. It's kind of crazy. I don't know.
It's insane. If you haven't seen, I think you did like a tour, right?
I just did a tour, so that video will be up in a few days. Yeah.
And then I think I put mine up in my Friday video.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to see the tour of this place. If you're like,
yeah,
what's
if you
the beach
want to
house
know
look like?
what we're talking about, it's beautiful.
Insane.
It's beautiful.
Both of
we're
us-
literally, when we say beach house, it's a beach house.
Oh yeah.
You step out into sand.
We were gonna shoot out there, but it would have been way
It's
too
LA, yeah. So the planes they fly right over you for every 10 minutes, probably, or less.
But yeah, like seriously, we could walk out in our like, you know, feet and go wiggle our toes in the sand and jump some.
That's actually probably what we're gonna do after this. That's a good idea. We should do that. Yes. Well, why'd you even ask?
I know. Why did I ask?
Yeah, we just went to the Ralph's down the street, and we bought he's never had the almond milk, the chocolate.
Oh my
almond
gosh.
milk. I mean, if you're really counting calories and you're low in calories, you can't get it really. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's still less calories than whole milk.
Yeah, it's only 100.
And it tastes way better. And it's chocolate milk.
It's so good.
If you, for some reason, you like you don't have to count your calories too much or anything, but you just can't have whole milk or whatever, like you have the same thing as Brian, or as me, I try not to drink too much dairy because it does kind of upset my stomach. Get the chocolate almond milk. It's so good. But yeah, it's in this coffee right now. That's what I was telling you guys.
Oh, good. I don't have coffee very often, pretty much ever. Actually, the only time I really have coffee, John,
is with me.
When I'm with you.
Because I'm always like, I want to make some coffee. Do you want some? And I'm just such a strong influence on your life that
That's
you
true,
just
man.
have to do what I say.
The strongest influencer ever. It's good as far.
Yeah, it's really good. And coffee.
4 packets.
And then by itself.
4 packets of sucralose.
Oh, you had 4?
Shh.
I have to.
You had 2? I'm a sucker for like Splenda and stuff. It's too good, man. And then
It's
like
hard, yeah.
that much chocolate.
Yeah, you went hard on the chocolate. It's hard not to though. It's just like, why? Let's make this taste better.
You're like, why not? What's it gonna do? Add calories? It's not.
It's not. It's just gonna make it taste significantly better in my mouth.
It is. Like, what is the negative? I guess there are negatives. Someone's gonna comment.
Yeah, we could argue that, but that's its own video.
That's true.
That's its own channel.
That is true.
You know
that
what
would
I
be
mean?
funny. Make a separate channel for
It's
like
separate channel debunking. Like,
do a second channel where you critique all the things you think people will critique about your own videos.
Yeah, yeah.
You're like, oh, dude, you didn't wash your apple.
Yeah, exactly. We were talking
Debate about that.
We've had times where we're like, I'm gonna eat this apple, and people are like, did you wash that? You didn't wash it. It's funny how when you're on
every time
when you're on social media, when you're on YouTube, like people critique these little things that you don't even think of. You know what I mean? And so like yeah, apples and like fruit. Did you wash that correctly? And I'm like, I don't know.
And you're like, well, dude, should I add that into every video of you washing it?
Here's my apple wash.
Because then you'd be like, dude, why do you always wash your fucking fruits, bro? I know you have them washed.
Then you want to, I guess, yeah, put it in 5 videos and then people will be like, okay, wash this.
That's true. Oh, maybe that's what we should do.
A channel for fruit washing.
Fruit washing.
Fruit washer.
Dude, speaking of random channels, that we found this one last night.
Oh my god.
It's called Red Hot Nickel Ball.
Yeah, well, the name of the channel is like Cars and
oh yeah,
what was
true.
it like?
It was
Cars
like
and something. It was something.
something.
But like literally, he has a series and it has millions of views every
So
video.
funny.
It's this ball of nickel, so it's metal that he heats up to extreme temperatures and
Red
puts
hot.
on things, just
It's
whatever.
Awesome.
A gumball, a CD, a Rubik's Cube,
Rubik's Cube, that was
it's
pretty
anything. And then he has one, and now he has a broken off series that's ice cold nickel ball that he puts in liquid nitrogen.
Like it's like a revolutionary spin-off. The ice cold nickel ball.
But it's crazy how stuff like it's like his videos get millions of views and he doesn't edit them. He just literally holds his camera, doesn't put any music over it, and just.
And that guy's more not famous, but he's doing better successfully on YouTube than technically we are.
Yeah. Oh, by
I
far.
mean, nobody knows what he looks like because you just see his hands.
Yeah,
and
exactly. And
style.
maybe he doesn't. He probably doesn't want that.
He probably doesn't
Doesn't
give.
want- well-
But it's just interesting that he was just like, yeah, it'd be fun and interesting and just lighting this
Yes.
all the way up to red hot and dropping it.
And the thing, what probably happened is
Boom.
he had one video, and then people were like, "I wonder what this will look like." This, and he was like, "Might as well make that video." And then, oh man, it's just crazy how many. Like going into that, just how many subsections of YouTube there are. Like I'm getting into the gaming thing, right? Because I mean, I've always been a gamer, but I'm getting into actually watching gaming. And I
yeah,
was
like My Little Pony on 360, right?
Yeah, it's my favorite game.
Me too.
I love it
Me
so
too.
much. But I've been getting into like playing Call of Duty online and watching people that play, right? And it's insane how huge that's like one of the biggest actually. Obviously,
Oh, yeah.
I mean everyone knows that, but like it. And then, like, because people think it's weird, like, you watch people play video games, but it's the same thing, like, people are like, you watching that guy go to the gym?
You watching that guy do curls?
What? You know what I mean? And that, but to me, I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Did you hear the commentary over it? Like, he gave me some tips.
With the commentary's even
But
more
it-
interesting.
But then there's like, it's funny that you said My Little Pony, because there's like literally channels where people,
Oh, yeah.
old like ladies that are like 40, 50 years old, have toys and they play with them and narrate over it, and that's their channel.
That's awesome.
And they have hundreds of thousands of views. I'm serious.
I didn't know that one.
No,
I thought you were just gonna go into the pony.
no,
thing.
no. Like they have like whatever toy is popular, whatever like toy
Yeah, yeah.
series, like a
They're
series
just
of
playing
like My Little
imagination,
Pony,
basically.
and they're playing imagination, and like little kids are watching them, and those people are making money off of it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
Obviously, that's providing an entertainment service for somebody.
And
It's just interesting that you can kind of like experiment and be silly, and then
Yep.
you can like do the weirdest thing. Then that's what
Yes.
400,000 people every day want to see.
it's awesome though, like how
Super cool, man.
how much stuff can really like go into it's I don't know, man. It's just crazy how big the internet is, really, if you think about it. You know what I mean? Like how big the internet really is.
Absolutely,
It's awesome though.
it's super big.
It's like life changing stuff. Like it's going into that, like how it has changed our lives, like my life and stuff.
Speaking of which, I wanted to address where we come from and why this is actually interesting to us.
Yeah.
Because for some people, like they're like, oh yeah, you know, beach houses. You know, I've kind of grown up with that or whatever. This is the first time I've ever been to a beach house.
This is the first time I've ever been on a house that's on the beach.
Yeah, even walked in, like not staged, just like even
Walked
been inside
into
of one.
one.
Yeah.
Like people always ask, like, "Man, you say thank you too much." You say, like, I've had that comment.
Gorgish plan.
Yeah, Gorgish plan.
So many people commented that.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
And then like they ask, like, why you say thank you so much? I've gotten that comment a lot, and I'm like, because I already made this point in the last video, but like the point that I made was like coming from where I come from. I'm serious when I say I come from. I don't want to make it sound like my family's poor or whatever, but I come from poverty. Like I come from paycheck to paycheck. Like that's it, you know. And that's you get once you're in that mindset, it's hard to break away. And like there's people in my family that are struggling trying to break away from it. You know what I mean? And I'm just so fortunate to because like people now will like message me and be like, "Hey, I lost a lot of weight. I want to get where you are. What do I do?" And I'm like, I don't know. I didn't. That's not why I did this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not why I lost weight. Was to like make or like people will be like, this is the one that I don't really like when I get this email like, hey, I'm planning on losing a lot of weight. What should I do to market myself? And I'm just like,
Ooh.
it shouldn't be about that.
It's
It
not about
shouldn't- and I
being
promise you,
successful.
like,
It's about being
exactly.
happy with your body and yourself.
Like the video that went viral. I always bring this up, but it's so funny how it's all shaking. But
Uh-oh.
earthquake. The video that went viral, I didn't make that to go viral. I made it to literally show people my loose skin because I got that question.
I remember when we were like talking about for the weeks before it too.
Yeah.
You were like, I just kind of want to make this video because for me, it's gonna officially like tell me that I am secure with it.
Yeah.
Just, like officially to like have that down. And
And
afterwards, I remember you were saying you felt like there's a huge weight lifted up.
Yeah, and it was literally a question I would get every video. So I was like, I want to address this question in a video, so now I don't have to ask or answer. You can just shoot people to the video. But now I don't even have to do that because everyone's seen it. You know what I mean? Not to sound like.
Well, I mean, 7.6 million people have seen it. Well, but also the cool thing is like, now I'll see you like walk around with your shirt off.
Yeah,
you used to never do that ever, dude. And like you'll be in the locker room just like fuck it, dude. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't care.
Which is cool, and that is what happens when you're just doing it for yourself to bring yourself to a new security level.
Yeah, when you bring
instead of doing it just to make money, because if you would have done that for money, dude, there would have been such a different idea in your head.
Yeah,
you wouldn't have been really truly comfortable in doing it because you wanted to. It would have been like, oh, I should do this for like this reasons, and it's for a whole different reason you should.
Yeah, and I just, but like the whole thing is like I just feel so blessed to be here, where we are right now. If we're even being that specific,
physically in this location, but also where we are in our lives as far as progression.
I've gotten money from doing what I love, and it's not. And trust me, it's not like a lot. No, making little pony videos on YouTube.
Oh, you're talking about yourself? Huh?
Yeah,
you're the old lady.
Yeah, but I've made money, and it's not like I've made substantial amounts. I know everyone says that, but it really isn't. But like enough to pay my bills. Like I've basically made enough as much as I was making at Starbucks is what I do on YouTube now, and I enjoy my life more. I enjoy waking up. I enjoy making videos. I'll wake up and narrate a video, and I'm just like, that was awesome. I did my job just now. I got, you know what I mean? And it's just, it's a blessing. It really is. And I understand that there's people, and people ask me like, I lost 200 whatever pounds or whatever. Well, how did you get to where I'm like, I'm lucky. I got blessed. You know what I mean? Like that's all I can say. I'm sorry, I can't give you like a plan for how to grow your YouTube channel, your weight loss YouTube channel. It just doesn't work like that.
Yeah, you just got, I mean, honestly, you just got to be a genuine person and put forth the work without worrying about what's coming from it. Like, if you're the person who's doing things for the results, it's not going to be the same, because like people want to follow someone who's passionate, someone who's just doing it because they want to help people, someone who's positive. But you can feel when someone's doing it for the money. Like when you see like, I hate to say this, but when you see some smaller channels on YouTube and they start just blasting out advertisements and they have, you know, a couple hundred views, but then they're like, buy this, buy this, buy this. You can tell that person's not in it to enjoy themselves or help others. They're there because they want to build their presence so that they can use that presence to make money, and it's just not like interesting to watch.
I'll see people like say like, I'm sponsored, and like they only have like 500 followers, and it's not even like, wow, I can't believe that you're doing that, but it's like you're not gonna get anything out of that. Like that company is just basically using you. You know what I mean? It's like, do your thing for a while, get enough followers, and then actually build a relationship with the company that will do things for you, and like build yourselves together.
Find yourself. Like find out who you are and how to make your channel work and stuff, and like get that experience, because like you wouldn't want to go start working at like a new job and you work there for a week as the front desk person, and then all of a sudden you're the CEO. And you're just messing it up.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You want to like work your way through it, understand, be comfortable, be like, I'm good at this. Now I can take this and
set
that
up
sponsor.
This series that you're gonna start doing and putting every week, and
have your content going.
Exactly.
But then like you know that like, okay, now I've got my stuff on lock. I can bring a sponsor in, and that sponsor's not gonna change me.
Exactly.
I've got me.
I won't let them influence me enough to change me. I'll let them work with me and build a relationship. That's why like I don't even like saying like I got sponsored. It's such a weird word to me now. It's like I am affiliated with, I am like working with.
I'm friends with this company.
That's how I feel though. With everyone that I'm working with, I feel like I text them like, what's up, bro? How you doing? Like, oh, you're sick. I'm sorry, man. It sucks. Like, dude,
that's the best.
Like, I hope you feel better tomorrow. Can't wait. You know what I mean? Like to just finally meet you or whatever. Like at the expos or whatever it is. You know, it's just like.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Like, if your sponsor is not giving you some sort of interpersonal communication. I mean, yes, you could still go with that sponsor and they could potentially still be good for you, but if you have someone who's like actually texting you from the company and the company's doing well, like, that shows you a lot.
That's how I feel about like machines and stuff like that. Like we texted
them this morning.
The person that created it and still you know what I mean? And he's just like, I know, right? That's my shirt. Not really, but that's the one.
I was like, what? That's not my bag, man. That's weird.
That's the one I wear a lot. Like it's the same thing with Gamma, and it's just I don't know. I just feel lucky. You know?
It's such a blessing. It's like totally back to my Monday video from this week.
Yeah,
where I'm
I know,
like, show your gratitude.
Yeah.
Take this time, like we are right now, sitting down and just talk about what you're grateful for. You know, and what you've accomplished, where you've come, and see like your contrast. Like he was saying, you know, like we don't come from places that are like super rich. We come from like dirt walls and like creaky floors.
We mean that. Like
no air conditioning.
I'm not saying no air conditioning.
Never had air conditioning in my life.
Yeah, me neither.
It's summer. I'm sweating in bed.
Yeah. We're not lying about that. Like I promise you, if you wanted to look in, you could find the stuff about me.
I wouldn't even want to show people the actual tour of my house. Like,
oh no,
there's
I would
certain
never do
parts
that.
I will and will not film in and out. Yeah.
I would never. It would. Yeah.
There's even places like it's not even like. Oh, I just haven't cleaned it in a while. It's like, no, this wall is like broken. I can't do anything about that.
Exactly.
You know, like this ground is like, there's a hole in the ground. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Exactly.
Like, there's parts of my room where the carpet just doesn't exist and it's just like wood.
Yep.
And people are like, dude, why don't you fix that? I'm like, how am I supposed to, what am I supposed to do? Like $4,000 recarpeting?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
When you take the time to appreciate your contrast, or you have contrast, you can really appreciate what you have, you know? So like, we're here at this place and then we're thinking about like the fact that we came from like these humble beginnings or whatever. And because we understand and experience that, experiencing this is just that much more joyful and there's just that much more gratitude.
Yeah.
It's like, absolutely.
Yeah, we bring this up a lot, but it's just, we don't want you guys to ever think that we think we deserve this.
No.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think anyone deserves what we have. We're in, like...
This is some stuff I am like watching on movies. And
Yeah,
it's like, man, that would be so sick to have a beach house one day or something.
And I mean, I just feel really lucky that I'm able to bring, like, I try and bring people along as much as possible. You know what I mean? Like, try and, like, not even just like physically, but like through the camera, you know what I mean? And show you guys how, like, what's going on.
Because it's so genuinely, like, exciting for you.
What I've noticed is, like, people see that, like, my success is their success. The people that really follow me, like, very hardcore, that might sound funny, but, like, I have people that like really will follow everything I do, and like when I announce like I'm working with this company, with G Fuel, I'm working with whoever, they're like, that is awesome. Like and then they're like, okay, comments like,
the product just to support.
Yeah, Obese Beast Army is growing, and like they feel part of, and that's what I want, you know. And and then I'm able to physically, like, I was able to bring you with me. That's awesome, you know. I'm glad you're here with me, you know.
Super dope, man.
It's just, I don't know. It's the whole thing where I think you should always be humble.
Yes.
Always.
Yes.
Like, there's no reason not to be.
There's nothing more attractive than watching someone who's doing something successful and amazing and is a good person about it.
And there's nothing more unattractive than someone that thinks they deserve everything that they have.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, because there's an amount of luck for, I think, any sort of
success.
Any sort of success. I really believe that.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I had a point that I just forgot, man. Oh, yeah, you were saying like people really like to follow you and stuff. It's cool because people care about you so much that they're excited that you're doing these successful things. But at the same time, just a little bit of them is living vicariously through you.
Yeah.
Because they're like, I can't go to LA, I live in Texas or something, like whatever like state. They're like, but that is so cool. I just gotta see like the beach. And then I gotta see like, you know, some of the crazy skyscrapers I never thought I'd see, and then you obviously are just as excited as someone else because you're a newbie to like this like, new environment.
And what's exciting for me too is like the people that really follow you start following them, and then you get to see their successes. As far as like for me, like I see people like successes as far as losing weight and like eating healthy and stuff, and I'm like, yes, like
it's too bad.
This person's because I'll have people that'll follow me for a while and like they don't really change their diet or whatever for a while, and then they finally do it for something happens, and then like they've been following me for months and they haven't changed anything, and then they do, and then I'm able to see their successes and their progression. It's just like
there's definitely
so
nothing
like Clay. Like
Clay's
I'm so happy for you. You know what I mean? Like just whoever it is, but like. I know like names of people and I feel like they're my friends. You know what I mean?
I have people that I follow a lot of people on Instagram, but I have people that I'll like search so I can go look at their profile again.
How are they doing? Yes. If you notice someone hasn't posted, like I've messaged people like, what's up? Like, what? You haven't posted? Like you used to post every day your breakfast or whatever, or whatever it is, you know? And like you haven't posted in 4 days. Is everything going okay? And like the thing that blows my mind is like when I'll go through and like I'll go through my hashtag, you know, Obese Beast or Obese Beast Army, whatever the hashtags, and I'll like stuff and look at people stuff, and then every time it's crazy to me. People like they'll make a post and tag me and they're like, oh my god, Obese Beast just like the thing. I'm like, I'm just a person. Like, I'm just like, you're awesome. You know what I mean? Like,
so cool when people are like, I am fangirling in the heart eyes stuff. This takes so much time, just follow me or like me. And I'm just like, damn, man.
Yeah,
that is so
it's just
cool.
a good feeling. It really is.
You don't even know how much that motivates us to like more people's photos and stuff.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, I didn't know people appreciate it so much when I just go and look at their stuff, read their caption, and say that I liked it. It is so cool.
It's awesome.
There's nothing cooler than, we're going back like two conversations ago, when you see like somebody who's following you, or you know has been following you for a long time, and you start seeing their progress. For sure. I've seen that, and like especially when people like will message you or whatever and be like, dude, I've been following you for this long, that long. I did this recipe, or I did this workout.
I love this. Post the recipe I made or something.
It's so cool. And then they tell you how far they've come, how much weight they've gone up, down in the amount of time, and you're just like, dude, yes. If you were right here, right now, I'd be giving you a solid fist pump and a big old hug, man. It is so cool.
It's just a good feeling. It's awesome being connected to so many awesome people.
That is trippy. It's cool that we could go to a lot of different locations in the States or even out of this country
and say, hey, I'm here, and then people will be like, let's hang out, and like
great, awesome people who are already in like our type of personality.
They know us, and they have they know like what we would like, what we would like to do. They would know what we would like to eat. You know what I mean?
That's pretty trippy.
I have almond milk for you. I have oatmeal. I brought some ketchup. You know what I mean? And we always. Yeah, it's just really cool, man.
It's just another thing to be grateful for right there, man. Like the fact that people care about you enough that like when you came to their city, they would be okay with like housing you.
Exactly. Bringing you into their circle, their life.
Like I'm going to England and I have like 4 days before the expo, and I think I might end up like hanging out with maybe like 1 or 2 subscribers because I have a couple extra days. So cool, like how cool is that? Like I'll be able to just be like, hey guys, I'm in like Manchester. I don't know.
I'm in England.
I'm in Birmingham or London. That's all I know.
Manchester to Fieldville.
But then someone could be like, oh dude, like you're just hanging out? Do you want to get dinner? And I could go from 5 to 10 with somebody eating dinner and then go, do the rest of my It's so cool, man. And that's someone who like watches all the time and you've never met them. But they like you already know them, they already know you. And it's just so damn cool, man.
It really is cool.
I can't even believe this stuff. We were talking last night at dinner about how like 10 years ago compared to now in terms of like just everything, sponsorships or like just social media presence or anything, it's so different. This wouldn't have happened. Like this couldn't have happened. Right now if we were 10 years before this, at this age, we would have to be figuring out what we were going to do as far as like a brick and mortar job or something like that. Or have to do something really entrepreneurial where we're like putting paperwork down, making it established, because like the internet wasn't killing it.
It's crazy, especially like as far as just YouTube in general too. You know what I mean? How it's opened people up to more opportunities. It's just awesome. It really is.
It's opened up people's minds too.
Because like I've learned so much. I learned how to drum from YouTube. I learned how to lose weight and stuff from YouTube. I learned how to fitness from YouTube. I learned how to download music from anything you can think of. You know,
love doing that.
Like I learned how to do a certain knot on YouTube. You know, like I learned how to tie my tie on YouTube.
The butt knot.
The butt knot. But it's just crazy how much information there is.
Absolutely. It's cool because like if you didn't have YouTube, so we were 10 years ago, you would pretty much just be limited to what you see on a day-to-day basis in your physical presence. But then the most outwards kind of information you get is from either the television or from
like
newspapers.
School or something like that too.
So it's